Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another live stream. I need hold on. I need to fix this. This is my image, the height that I want. Oh, hold on, I need something to put right here. Nor do I deserve. You guys not gonna be able to see all my hair. So I won't try to get good looks. Welcome back to another live stream of the Life of Dawn. Welcome back to another live stream of the Life of Dawn. Oh, this is me. DELIGTFUL, the Life of Dawn. Okay. Hi, welcome back to the live stream of the Life _ Dawn. Don't forget to thumbs up this live. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. Hit that bell to be notified every time that we upload. Also, follow me on all social media platforms. That is the Life _ Dawn on Instagram or whatever I may be on, and then the Life of Dawn one on TikTok. I'm gonna go to the chat here, but basically, our live stream here is gonna be dedicated. Starting off, because we always digress into other stuff towards natural hair because Whitney always talks about my natural hair. So we're not gonna say it's because of Whitney, but it's because of Whitney because we have to pull from the subscribers here in order for me to really get into it. I'm trying to make sure the music on the loop. Anyway, the first one we got eyes from Marlene. Hey Marlene, love Marlene 411. She said hit the like button. Okay. And then we have Whitney Brown. She says, hi, Dawn. How are you? And happy birthday. This is going to be good. Period. How are you? Welcome, Whitney Brown, to the live stream. Okay. So we saying hey to everyone, doing salutations, greetings. Yes, it is Thursday, y'all. Today has been a day. Can we vent for a second? Let's do a check-in. I haven't been on here for about a week. About a week ago. It was about a week ago. So I've been on here in about a week. And a lot has happened. Emotionally, I am tethered. Emotionally, I've been everywhere. Emotionally, your girl has been tried. And I feel like I'm in a very much a moment of learning myself and developing, and it's just been a lot. So I'm gonna just say this week is weeking. We had some stuff, some trials and tribulations, but we're still here. Okay. I'm coming up with an avatar if you want to drop the link. Oh! Move like a snake. Oh, okay. I gotta prepare myself for. So, Marlene is going to be our guest here tonight. Marlene is another YouTuber here in the YouTube lands. She is a woman with multiple channels and very just talented all around. She's a motivator. She is a sister. She is a child of God. And she is all around awesome. But let me answer these stuff. I'm about to find my link and I'm sending them. Oh, y'all, I'm bringing Marlene up in a second. Did you and your brother go live last night? No. So let me give an update. Then we're gonna bring Marlene. So yesterday was a lot. So last night I went out with my friend, and the night just extended longer than what I thought. And so when I was waiting, we were supposed to be waiting for I had ordered some food, and the man never put in the food. He never put in the food. It was an hour, and I didn't notice how long it was. And I'm like, hey, we ordered some food. If it wasn't put in, if there was an issue, then we can just go ahead and cash out. In the midst, all this stuff happened, which it made me mad annoyed. It made the experience for me. It could be one thing for me, and maybe it's a Gemini in me that can happen, that can ruin the whole mood. This is how I am. It could just be something that someone says. I have to mentally prepare myself to come back. And so when he was talking to me, it just really bothered me very so much where I'm like, okay, now I'm late to where I gotta be. Even though I don't have a 1,000 million followers, it's still people that I made commitment to. My brother stopped what he was doing to, he put it in his time to meet up with me. And I made time to go out with my friend. So when the waiter kind of messed up the whole motion, it was like you over here trying to teach me a lesson about how I'm acting and how I'm reacting to you. You don't know there's other stuff that I had planned. So coming back, the it was some traffic. I told my brother a different time. We tried to push it back again, and then it just got to where I just became too late. So he's like, we should just reschedule. So now we're doing a live with my brother, a brother and sister live this Saturday, at 12 p.m. Pacific time, so 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So whatever it's on there, okay? It's on there. Somebody dropped the link of the live. The live is on the live. It's on there. But yeah, I know everybody was waiting. Do you get a refund? So I'm about to drop the link from Marlene, and then that way I don't forget. I'm gonna drop it for Marlene. Okay. So I did not. So he didn't charge me for it, but he bought out food for us to take. Me and my friend was sharing majority of the food. Like we were like, you know how you do. You go out it's a new restaurant. We tried a whole bunch of stuff, and we tried a whole bunch of stuff to eat because it was a new restaurant. So of course I'm like, I'm hungry still. She's like, yeah, I can eat too. And I'm like, these oxtails are oxtailing. Like I see people ordering them. I want some. So when he brought the food out, he didn't split it. He got us a free meal, but had it in one container. I'm already late. We don't have no other container. You didn't bring us the extra for us to split the food. So now I'm like, I'm hungry, I'm annoyed, and I'm ready to go. And I don't have no gas. So I'm just like, he bought the food, but I never got to try the food. I don't know how it was. I probably won't go back because this is how I am. It can be one thing that can change my attitude towards something. Has nothing to do with the friend. Totally with the restaurant. The aesthetic of the restaurant, beautiful. The food that we ate thus far, the calamari wasn't that good, but the wings fire. The skewers, delish. Atmosphere, 10 out of 10. The drinks, we're drinking. But you upset me, and it's gonna be a minute till I want to go back again. Don, how did you change your background? So under brand, okay, girl, the manager came up to the table, and at this point he gonna get a call. His name is KC. KC, okay. Under brand, under StreamYard, it has backgrounds, and I added the virtual backgrounds. I've added all the backgrounds they gave me for free. I can change it. Look, y'all. We got a background. We got a background. Confetti background. We got a background. We got some colors. We got some changes. We got some changes on StreamYard. So anyway, I think I had the confetti. Okay, because it's a party. We gonna have a party. We gonna have good vibes. That's why I put the background to be background. Girl, yeah, one container. Hey Vaughn, did I miss Vaughn? Hey Vaughn D Gaming, aka I don't know what aka. I don't even know Vaughn. Vaughn, what is your real name? Is it Devon? I think your name is Devon. I don't know. Vaughn, you should come up here one day. Oh, I missed this too. Am I cute? She says I'm pretty. That's why I want to do this live. Sometimes being natural, like it's just been a tradition of a week to where I want let me just come on here and talk about the natural chronicles. Being a natural woman in a world full of white counterparts or people who are not African American or American or African descent is very interesting to explain my hair. Since I've started wearing my natural hair, I have gotten so many comments about my hair, and I think that's a conversation. Good, the good, bad, and the ugly is always interesting. Me and my friend was saying maybe like how you deal with stuff. Okay, I see Marlene in the back. How you deal with stuff is you always you have to explain yourself as a Black woman and explain your hair, and I feel like that's probably one of the things that's been happening. But thank you, Marlene. She said I look good today. Okay, I don't know how I end up Okay, I'm about to bring in Marlene. So we have Marlene in the background. We're about to bring her in, and then we're gonna have her come on. Let me take off her screen. Oh, who's trying to call me? Oh, it's a okay. It's a man trying to call me, y'all. But I'm about to bring Marlene up. Hey, Marlene.
What? I was like, hold up.
I was trying to. I just debated if I was gonna end this live to talk to this man.
Whoa, the tea. The tea. The tea of it all.
Oh, hey, Scrappy, come here, baby. Hold on, let me get the dog because he is upset.
Okay.
He's like, it's too much.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like.
Thumbs us up. Smash the like button because we have the beautiful Marlene in the building.
You have me all blushing and stuff, you know.
You want Marlene? You already know, like you're one of my favorite people on here.
Mm.
I'm gonna always say if it wasn't for Marlene and Bree, I would not have came back to YouTube. Why does everybody text me at one time? They want to FaceTime me? No. I don't know. I'm sorry. How can I blink? I would have never came the way that I came back with a vengeance. You know what I mean? Like being consistent, holding me accountable. Like me feel like I'm stuck on having the 2 days lives every week, stuff like this. That's a simple request. You know, just come on live twice a week. The first week we had to take a break because Don literally got sick.
That's okay, and we're glad we got you back. You're looking all good and stuff. Look at you, you're snatched today. Come on, honey. Bring it to the side. Bring it to the side. Let's see. Ooh, look at the side glow. Yes. Put on the gloss. Yes, girl. Yes.
But I'm not gonna. Y'all, have anyone ever seen Marlene? Marlene looks so good, y'all. She has a body yaddy. I was looking at one of your but I'm like, Marlene over here hiding her body.
I don't show, but
she is a conservative woman, and we love it.
Very conservative, but I do have something under these.
Marlene is stacked, okay, stacked. So, hey Trinity, hey sister. She says, hey.
Girl, I've been putting in the work in my body now, honey. I've been putting in the work.
I'm starting my workout again. Come next week, our job is getting us trainers, and we're going to be on like a whole program. So I'm excited about that. I've decided to wear my hair a little bit more. That was a goal to let people know that I am natural. You know, the reason I cut my hair was a whole thing, and then the reason I decided to grow it was a thing for me. So now I'm like, well, what's the point of you growing your hair down if no one don't see that you got hair?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it came to be, to where I'm like, I'm wearing my natural hair. But hey, thank you, Von D. I didn't feel popping. I'm gonna tell y'all the story of how this came to be.
Love you, Whitney.
Don, you can't forget about Ty. Oh yes. So Ty was also a part of my shout outs. And I gotta shout out my OG people that brought me to YouTube. Like all of that, like the inspiration from Ty.
Don't forget Kiva.
Now Kiva is the reason that I know how to use StreamYards, period. No one else. I feel like Marlene and I are like kind of like one and the same. Like when we first started off, it's like, I don't know how to do that. Can you show me?
Mm-hmm. That's how I was.
And people would get, like, I understand. People would get, Brie would get mad at me. She's like, Dawn, just get on there and play with it. I'm like, but I don't understand it. And she's like, just watch a video. But I'm like, well, you know how to do it. Why can't you show me? So when I was like, I was on live on my other channel, and Kiva came in, and she was like, I can show you how to, if you want to sit down and do StreamYards. And this was a minute ago, like maybe 2 years, like 2 or 3 years ago, when StreamYards is kind of, it wasn't new, but people were using it a little more than how they were doing it originally. And so she sat down with me for about an hour, y'all, and showed me all things related to StreamYards. Like it was like someone was like teaching me. Like, you know how they tell you, okay, I want you to do this? So she's like, hey, I want you to now pull up a browser, type in like a video, and then we're gonna stream, like we're gonna share it to the screen. So that's what we did. Like for an hour, we chatted up. She asked me what I wanted to do with my channel, and I'm like, I still don't know. Like even to this day, it's like it's always constantly going. So I just don't know where I want it to be. But I was thinking about. I don't know if you remember. She ended up passing. Oh, I can't think of her name. I was just talking about her. Not Valerie. She was a YouTuber here with us, Marlene, and she used to only do live streams with the icon, the avatar.
If you told me her name, I probably would know.
Hey, I can't think of her. I was just looking at her stuff. She was a person that will always say, "Dawn, just go live," and she had a lot of subscribers. And I've never seen her face ever a day in my life. She had a lot of participation in her live stream because she did a lot of growing streams back in the day, and she ended up passing away from like a heart failure, like some type of heart defect. Von D, know who I'm talking about. Remember her? She was a white older lady. I don't know how to describe her. When I see her name, because I just seen her, I couldn't remember. My bad, y'all. So okay, so what do I use? Okay, that can be a question for both of us. Marlene, you're natural, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so for my hair, personally, I still use Candace Delight. I'm very much low maintenance at this time because I feel like when I was putting so many products in my hair, Marlene, that the chemicals in a lot of stuff, you just don't know what's in there. It tells you, but when people made stuff natural for me, I used to get the best results from like those natural products or stuff that I made for myself with shea butter. So when I got Candace Delight stuff, I just been using it, honestly. That and a whole bunch of oils. So I'm very much low maintenance when it comes to the hair. Because you remember back in the day when 2009. Everybody had all like you need to get the Canvas line. Y'all know if you know who that is, the lady who had the Canvas Beauty. You had to get what is her name? She's on here. What is that young lady name? The milk products. Taraji P. Henson came out with some products. Mm-hmm. Everybody had the most revolutionary hair products that was going to make your hair grow and glow. You know what I mean? But the wonderful things about products that people have are just in general, everybody can't use the same stuff. Like different strokes for different folks. Something that may work for me may work differently for Marlene. I have very coarse hair. So this morning, my hair was like this. And I'm like, no, the devil is a lie. I want some length. So I twisted it up really fast and went into the shower. Once the moisture got to it, I got out and I untwisted my hair. Because I just didn't want short hair for today. I just didn't feel like dealing with a short fro. I wanted something with some extensions. And I didn't put nothing on my hair. And my hair is as soft as a baby's bottom. And it still has the products that I had on my hair from the day before yesterday. I still oil it. I also have psoriasis, if anyone is familiar with. I have skin from my actual skin and then psoriasis of the scalp. So meaning the way that my hair follicles grow, like it's almost like an overgrowth. So a lot of people think that I have dandruff or have dirty hair, and that's not the case. So I really have to moisturize my scalp, and then I have to have a routine in order to kind of lift the flakes to make sure I'm getting proper growth. But that's what I use currently. I'm sorry, that was very long-winded. Marlene, what do you use?
Well, I'm on this in-between journey because right now I'm a heat trained natural, but I'm trying to get away from the heat train because I want to start experiencing my curls. I want to get into doing wash and goes. I have never been very successful with wash and goes. I've done some wash and goes, but I'm not like a wash and go person. I've always been a person to either be in twists or wear it straight. And now I'm at a point where I'm tired of straightening my hair, and I want to see my hair coily. And if that doesn't work out, I'm feeling I'm going in the direction of locking my hair soon. But I'm feeling that vibe strongly to feel like I'm going to lock my hair soon, but I'm not sure. I want to test out and see if I'm going to enjoy being a wash and go girl, because now that I am more into fitness and exercise, I don't, you can't go and leave the hair salon and your hair is all straight. And then after a good workout, it's like, what is this?
Agree. So that's the good thing when you start working out. I have to start thinking like, hey, what am I gonna do with my hair? Like I can't. But the wash. So I used to, I used to have some beautiful wash and goes, but I used to have to put more product than the normal. I like the normal person because it had to be really nicely moisturized, and I couldn't use a whole shea butter method. Now I needed like moisture. But you're a cosmetologist, right? Like
I'm
trained
an esthetician.
Okay. So I'm like, I know normally people who know how to like do hair, like they know how to train. Look at him. Now he looking up at me. Did y'all see that? That was so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like a person with a baby. It was just so, the way he was like looking up, like, Mama, what you talking about? But yeah, so my wash and goes used to only last about 2 days.
But I think that's normal.
Really, yeah, it was really cute. I just had to maintain it differently. Like the prep work for it was differently. But I feel like, especially with you starting to work out, I feel like you'll be fine with it. I have seen your natural hair, but I feel like it's been a minute because you've been wearing, extra extensions.
I've been doing extensions. I've been doing sew-ins. I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing heat training. You guys didn't even know because I didn't tell you that one of my styles, people thought that was a wig. That was all my hair.
What?
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you which one.
Oh, now I feel like I can look. I can try to go and clock.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you shampoo? I don't shampoo maybe once or two times, like once or twice. I don't know, like once every 2 weeks or once a week. For me, only I have a special shampoo though for the psoriasis. And with me, I don't try to shampoo as much, just enough to it's like really once to kind of get the scalp and like lift the flakes. But I know that before I started using the shampoo that was for psoriasis, I would shampoo my hair like once a month.
What?
Once a month, Marlene. That's probably was the problem with. But now it's like once a week, once or like once every other week. But I have to I have to with my hair. But so the crazy thing about it, even though I have the psoriasis, my hair will grow quicker and longer when I wasn't shampooing it as often. I don't know what it was, but I think Trinity says locks is good for the gym. I think I want to lock my hair too. Like that, I think that would be a goal. I think I would have pretty locks. I have really thick hair.
Yeah. But see, and I have the opposite, Dawn. My hair is very fun. My hair is like cotton. Every time I go to the hairdresser, they're always like, your hair is so soft. And people think that's a good thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, mine is nicely moisturized. It's standing up. If it was too soft, then that mean it'd be like this. Oh, now, okay, Whitney. Okay, do you remember Kristen? That was her name, Marlene.
Kristen Dawn. I'm trying to remember.
It's not Dawn. Her name was Kristen. She was she used to go live all the time. Like she would have a lot of people. Her and the guy who does like the deer hunting.
Oh, girl, it's not ringing a bell.
It was a whole YouTube drama where he had monetized, like he had did a strike against her channel. Girl, it used to be the bee's knees back in the day. She went
he did, and we used to be in there like about 150 people. And we was all nosy.
Deep. I think the most I've ever seen like one of those live streams like 200, and it was just because people like the word of mouth of people were finding the groups and sometimes you just genuinely connected with people. Like I connected with Marlene, which I seen her channel from somebody had shared your channel. You know, I think that everybody was sharing stuff, and that's how I came in there. I don't know if it was Bree, if it was Sheila, one of them, but it was like certain people. I'm like, if this person shares somebody, half the time, like I'm like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
I said, what this lady in here doing? I said, hello. I remember the live that I came in. I'm like, hey, chat.
And I remember when you was like, I'm sick of calling you living your best life. Well, are you gonna tell us your name? I was like, look at you. I said, you new in here trying to find out.
I think at that point that may have been my second live. It may have been my first, but either way, Marlene had captivated me to where I'm like, what is she in here doing? And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just keep coming back. And I mean, I was up and stuck. I love the channel name at that point. I'm like, because it reminded me of this song, "Living My Best Life." Ain't going back and forth with you.
And I used to do everything on live. Remember, I used to be up there cooking. I did everything. I used to be on live for like 15 hours.
Oh, you sound like what's her name? Dang, we just talking about her yesterday. She got the T channel now. Destiny would do those 24-hour lives. I said, Destiny, you gonna get me for a couple hours. I am not staying in here no long. And she was like, oh, okay, just come back. And she would still be on live 24 hours later. And I said, and I don't think at that time YouTube would like chop the lives up. Remember, like it wouldn't show the full live. So it used to do like the last 6 hours of her live or something like that. And I'm like, girl, I'm gonna try to play it back, but YouTube won't even show the full live that you did. She was going live, and Destiny was not playing about getting monetized. She was going live every day. If it was one person in live, she didn't care. She just wanted to try to come through for at least.
I did that. 30, I went live every day. I went live every day for 3 or 4 months, and that's how I got monetized.
3 or 4 months. So that's what Alicia's doing now, right? She's her goal is a 90-day live. I don't know if I can do 90 days. I do want to get monetized. I feel like I've been on YouTube for 7 years. It's like crazy. Like, girl, I was close. Now I'm so far down. I'm like 400 hours. I'm like, oh no, 400 hours. But yeah. They said, Marlene, so what's the most important product to use on your skin? Does it start with S? With the S? What does that mean? I'm not an esthetician, so I don't know.
I don't know what
SPF?
Maybe she's talking about SPF, like sunscreen. I don't know. What do you mean, Whitney? But I would say it depends on the person's skin. For me, because my skin is combination, which means that I'm oily in my T-zone, and I'm dry. I have the dry patches like by my nose, my face, certain places I have dry, and then I'm oily other places. So I have combination skin. But now it depends on the weather, because when the weather is cooler, my skin is more dry, and when the weather is hotter, my skin is more oily.
That makes sense.
So for me, when I what first started me off wanting to be an esthetician, because I was thinking I wanted to become a dermatologist. And then when I started to be an esthetician, I was like, no, I'm good. I was happy after, becoming an esthetician. But, it's helped me, because now that I research products, and for me, representation means a lot. I did not see a lot of people who looked like me doing, skincare, because I would go to places and get facials, but I was like, what you doing? No, you can't put that on my skin. I'd be like, oh, what? I was like, no. I was like, we don't use that. So it's certain things that I said, well, I have to be a representation. So now I do have clients that come to me, because there's not many. Well, I can't say now, but when I started, I've been an esthetician since 2010.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Well, almost 15 years now. So and it's changed. About. Yeah, it's changed.
Because I think over here in DFW, there's a lot of now estheticians who are, African American or African descent. Because two of my friends they get a lot of those chemical pills because of, I'm assuming, like they have, what is it, acne?
Hyperpigmentation.
Hyperpigmentation. And so they've been doing it. I was thinking about getting one, but I don't know. The whole idea of my skin peeling just freaks me out. I don't know if I need it, but I guess that's the whole point of going and then having them assess the skin. But I need to figure out if I got oily skin or not. I noticed recently that my nose has been very dry. So I've switched up my moisturizer, and it's just the nose. The nose will be like disgustingly dry. and I'm like, oh no, I can't be out here looking like a red
But you
nose.
know, sometimes the reason why we get dryness and certain things for our skin is not because of us, but it's based on your diet. It's based on what if you're using hot or cold water, the washcloths that you're using on your skin, or touching your skin with dirty hands. I always tell my clients the first thing when I do a consultation, make sure before you touch your skin that you wash your hands. Don't just touch your face in the morning like people just wake up and go right to the sink and start washing their face. No. Wash your hands first. And then make sure you're using white washcloths on your face. I say that all the time. Never use colored washcloths on your skin.
And what's the reason for that?
Because of the dye. Okay. The dye, everything just like food that goes into your skin, it goes into your bloodstream. So you're washing your face, and every time you wash it, some of those dye, you wash in your face, and it goes into your bloodstream. So I don't recommend. That's my personal suggestion. I don't recommend any colored towels for your skin, period. I say white washcloths for everything.
Okay. Trini talking about her micro locks. All right, we agree. Are you getting sister locks, right? That's what you're thinking about, Marlene?
Yeah, I definitely would never do traditional because my hair is so fine. I think the traditional would look good on you, Dawn.
No, really? I feel like my hair's too big.
No, traditional looks so good because I love to see when people have thick, beautiful, luscious locks. I love that.
I don't know. I need to go do one of those AIs and then see how it will look with different hair.
I have done one and I look crazy with the big ones.
You know what? You do have a nice, cute, petite head, but I feel like my head is so big that it's gonna make me look like.
Stop it.
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, whenever I do my hair, I always get like a little subconscious. Like, I don't know how this gonna look. Because when I first started doing my hair, when I twisted it, I didn't like how the crinkly looked, and the idea of doing freeform locks to me, I kind of like that. But really? I feel like that may be a little too much, though. I want it to be freeform but organized.
What?
Freeform organized locks.
Okay.
She was talking about sunscreen, which when I went out to Dubai, I had to make sure. I didn't know sunscreen was a thing for Black people, Marlene, and I know that that is not a good thing to say as an adult. Not saying that recently, but as I grew up, people were like, "Yeah, you don't wear sunscreen." I'm like, "Well, Black people don't wear sunscreen," and then so the sunscreens that I would try would always use, like when I went to camp, they would have a very white cast. And so I'm like, well, I don't want to go around looking ashy. And then so my friend years later, she was like, well, I use what's it called, Black Girl Magic or something. I don't know if you've heard of it. I have some here, but I started using that as sunscreen, especially when I started excessively being out in the sun. Here in Texas, you would think it's like extremely hot, but it's not. The sun is out, but I'm not outside. Actually, I'm in the house. So because I don't go outside as often, like normally I wouldn't get dark or get a tan. So my exposure to the sun was very limited. I went to work, came back home, we did stuff at nighttime, but I really wasn't outside. So once I went to Dubai, like I had sunscreen for the body because they have it for the boys when they go out to swim. I would spray it if I was going to the pool. Mm-hmm. But I started using the Black Girl, I think it's called Black Girl Magic. They sell it at Target, and using that sunscreen because they say you can use it for the face. And so my biggest thing, like, I do not want to look ashy. And I did not look ashy. And I didn't get burnt from the face. Now my back got burnt because the levels wasn't as high. So when I came back from Dubai, Marlene, I was like 4 different colors. And I was peeling because I wasn't putting on the sunscreen every day. Not Dubai, I went to Turks and Caicos. Is that an island, right?
Yes.
So I went to Turks and Caicos and we were out on the beach a lot. Y'all, it was so disgusting. And I was talking to this. Anyway, so
that was about to go to something.
It was so disgusting. It was so pilly that I was showing my friends, and I was like, hey, dude, like I look really pilly. So if we go out and do something, I'm gonna look like I'm nasty, but I'm not. So that's what I was trying to say. Like I didn't want them to be thinking, okay, Dawn is just this scale. But if you ever had a sunburn, it would literally peel like that. Okay, she says yes. It's called Black Girl Sunscreen. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a real routine, so maybe that's something I can work on originally as far as moisturizer. I just use Nivea. That's what I use. I don't really have.
I always tell everybody to first start with 3 products.
3 products.
Start with make sure you get a good cleanser, get a moisturizer, and get a good sunscreen. If you only do that, I think you'll be okay. But as you get older, you have to step up, especially if you're having dryness in your nose and other areas. That's when you get into like serums and stuff. But that's a discussion for another day.
I'm writing that moisturizer,
cleanser, and sunscreen. And like once a month, this I have to say to my melanated people: stop over scrubbing your skin. When people be using scrubs, you don't have to use a scrub every day. That can bring more damage to your skin. We only need scrubs like every 3 to 4 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Cleanser. Okay. Scrappy, please stop. I'm currently on the phone. I'm not picking back up because I don't want to touch my face. Moisturizer. Okay, I put it in chat so I can remember later on. Stop! Go to your room. Cage! Go to your bed, baby. I don't want to yell at you on here. Thank you, Von D. He says smash the like button.
Yes.
Okay. So now, Marlene, are you correct? Cleanser. That's the moisturizer now? What's the other word?
Can I see the chat?
I'm putting it up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what Whitney said.
Yeah. That's
what
are
you an esthetician?
That's what I do right now. I do a sunscreen and retinol.
So what is retinol? I've never heard of it.
Retinol is like usually, because of the black girl magic. We stay pretty looking nice for a long time, but to keep our skin with the glow, our skin is different from people who are non-melanated. Because we have the melanin, yes, our skin looks good, but we get other issues like start getting like the skin tags.
Okay.
We get moles, we get other things. So those are a reflection of lack of good skincare. When you see that means that they haven't been taking care of their skin the way that they should. And you can't take it away, but you can improve your skin's elasticity, which is like, from being able to pull it and stretch it and for it to pop back. You want to keep that in your skin because that's what keeps you youthful. So using things like retinol, which helps your skin to stay plump and juicy and all of the things that we want.
I'm looking up it now. I've never heard of it.
I would say probably between 30. Because it depends on every woman or every man. And yes, I do have male Black clients. And I have to say it, ladies, the men are stepping up their game more than us. I'm just saying.
I always feel like men have beautiful skin to me. Like I was like, oh, that's one of my biggest things. I'm like, oh, you have some beautiful, soft, supple, tight skin. I mean, I just like beautiful skin.
Okay, Tom.
I think I have nice skin. I mean, it can be better. I feel like my skincare now feel real bad. Tomorrow or tonight when I get off, I'm gonna go on my list and find a new. I have the sunscreen. The cleanser I have is I've been using the same one. I think it was not the NYX like their stuff. But I have not been taking care of my skin, honestly, Marlene. I just
Okay.
use the rag.
Well,
So
I always tell everybody.
horrible.
I always say to everybody, first do some simple things. First, everybody, please stop washing your skin with hot water. Oh no, not you, not another victim.
Just yesterday, and when you said scrubbing your skin,
oh no, please stop.
I was coming here one day, y'all like, what in the heck is going on with Dawn? Like, my bad.
Yep. So that's one thing I said. Start there. Whitewash cloths. Get yourself a good cleanser, and use lukewarm water. So not hot, not cold, because a lot of people don't understand. Cold water opens your pores, and hot water closes it. So we don't want to use hot water. We want our pores open and thriving and living, breathing, you know.
That makes sense. That makes me think about what is it? Something that they say, like when you get your wax, not to do hot water or like do lukewarm water because of the pores.
Right.
So
that's why
theory.
It's always lukewarm all the time.
So do you take lukewarm showers or baths?
Yes, it applies to everything.
Girl, I do it steaming hot.
No, I do that especially if I'm not feeling good, but you they always say
do it on regular
cycles. Do it in cycles, like you put it on for what you call it. You put it on for a few minutes of hot, and then go to the lukewarm, and then go back to the hot, back and forth. That's going to be okay, but to just keep it steaming, it's not good.
Well, now I know. I'm gonna try to remember that, but I can't hold y'all. For some reason, I feel like back in the day, it used to be like you need to have hot water if you're not clean. You know what I mean?
I think everybody had that.
In my brain, I need hot water. Don't play with me. I need hot water, a nice rag, and like if you don't use no rag taking a shower, you is nasty. So I'm like, I need my rag. But sometimes he's a little maybe TMI. I mean, I have a whole little routine. Okay, I have different soaps and all of this stuff, and also because of like the psoriasis, normally I break out where the sun hits. So it's normally right here on my chest and my neck. That's like the biggest breakouts for me. Maybe because I'm more like the shirts. Since I've started wearing my I'm really into like shoulders. And I have really soft skin, everybody. I'm really into shoulders. That's why I really want. I don't know if Marlene has tattoos, but I'm thinking about getting a tattoo on my back because I want like this certain image on my back for people to see when they see me. Is that weird? I don't know. I would have never thought I would defile my body that God has so graciously made with a tattoo, but I did. Where is it at? Right here. And I got this last year. No, was it this year? This past year. No, the year before last. Because I had my tattoo in Dubai. Okay, yeah. I have a little. So now, once you get one, Marlene, you want to get more. So now I want to get one right here, and then one on my back, and then one on my arm. I'm gonna be a straight up heathen. Like my mom, like, oh Lord, the government can find you. She said that's a mark of the beast. Y'all, when y'all meet my mama, I need to go ahead and schedule her. She is literally a character. If y'all think that I'm like a drop of the personality. You ever have to tell like when you have like a friend or something like, hey, I'm bringing my friend Monique, and Monique is a lot. But Monique is sweet though. You know what I mean? Monique is a sweet
Mm-hmm.
person, but she has a lot of personality. Don't take anything she say as face value. That means she's just comfortable. She may be a little loud sometimes. I don't know. I feel like some people recently just started saying about me, like, "Hey, I got a friend named Dawn. She can get loud." And now I'm like, dang, I don't want to be that friend where they have to give like a whole like not an introduction, like a what is it called, like when you get the doctor, or when you using their medicines and the thing come on the screen.
A disclaimer.
I'm a disclaimer friend. I'm a friend that you gotta say, hey, we going around these people, and they ain't gonna be for you not dying. I'm like, what do you mean? Like you go, my friends always tell me that I'm too nice, and they hate taking me out. I'm the type of person that I'll come with you somewhere, but if I know I need to sit with you, I will. But if I'm like, y'all not doing nothing, like we want to meet new people, I make friends at places.
Well, I know you're gonna think this is strange, but I read energy and
discernment.
Yeah. And when some people's energy is like, I was like, why are you acting that way to them? I was like, their energy is off. What do you want me to do?
Two things could be the same. I'm also the same way in intimate settings. I can't do that. So there was a friend. Hey, Mr. Wise, I'm sorry. I put you up, but I never said anything. And hey, Lizzie, over_plus size. Welcome to the chat. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. But I always tell my sisters that whenever they used to bring people around me, I'm very observant of a person's behavior, how they talk, and it can just literally just be energy. I'm like, something is off, and I don't know what it is, and I will like remove my stuff from it. Which people also feel like it's weird that I do that because I'm so friendly that they feel like that can't be the same thing. I'm like, yes, it can. If I meet somebody and something is off, it's like the inspector gets like, oh, time for me to move. But what's funny is I don't have that same discernment when it comes to men. I have it, so I know something is off, but men can manipulate me. Let me not say that. I've had some encounters where I'm like, something is off, and I ask questions, and what ends up being the issue, I'm like, I already knew it from the beginning, and I just didn't like.
You didn't pay attention to it.
No. So I think it's funny that I know it's my. I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right. I'm now in the era of like learning, especially with friendships and with relationships that can possibly be romantic. I'm trying to learn to read the room effectively. But when I go out, the out Dawn and the intimate social Dawn, two different dawns of how I deal with situations. But when I go out, I'm also very observant of who I'm out with. So let's say Marlene is not a very super social person. When we go out, I'm going to ask her, like, how do you want us to I'm going to feed off of Marlene's energy of how she wants us to move while we're out. She don't want to talk to nobody. So I mean, if a gentleman come up and she's like, she give me the look, that means, sorry, sir, no thank you. But thank you. You want to give us a drink? I'm going to look at Marlene. She said, nah, because maybe she don't want to entertain young Cleophas. For the night. And maybe I'm like, well, let's get for a drink. She was like, no, you don't drink. I'm gonna have to off my friend's energy.
Yep. And I don't know. Even when people tell me, I can say, I'll say, they're going through something, their relationship, and my friends will be like, how do you know? I say, I know. I can feel it.
And that's a good thing though. Also, it's also a lonely world. And I say that not to be funny, but when people can read energy off of people, it becomes lonely because then there's a lot of disingenuous people out there, and it sometimes leaves you like in a lonely setting. Because I've had different times in my life. Because Marlene knows I was super quiet as a child and teenager. I really did feed off of people's energy. If something fell off, I would not it was like, nope. They're like, you don't want to hang out with them? I'm like, no, mama. That girl, That's a person you don't want to be around. And I used to like to be forced into friendships. You know, when you grow up, like you know, you have family friends. Your parents is friends with a certain group of family, and they wanted you to be friends with their children, and you like, mama no, daddy no. Like something is off with them, and we can't see it. And honestly, it saved me and my siblings so many times. I'm gonna tell a quick story. It may be TMI. I'm gonna keep it PG. Hey, Brianna. They want to know your sign. I'm a Gemini. I don't know. Do you do signs?
No, I don't do signs, but I am Aquarius.
She's an Aquarius. I don't even know what that is. I just know mine. People ask all the time.
Yes, I'm a water sign.
I don't know
everything. I'm everything water. Yeah, I'm everything water.
I don't even like water. Keep me away
from. I'm everything water. I'm a pure fish. I will swim. I have to see water. I have to be in the water, and I deal with water for my job. I'm just saying.
Isn't that good that you live in Florida?
I'm water. I could not live anywhere without water. I'm just saying. I tried it for a while and it did not work. I said, I need to go home.
I don't like the water. I feel like it makes me feel dirty. Other than the shower, I don't do pools. I don't like beaches. I don't want to get my full body in there. Like I'll do it like for a second, but afterwards I'm like, oh, I need it. It's just something about how you feel after getting out the water when it's dry that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like the greedy feel, I don't really like it. So I'm not really a big water person. I'll go, but that's not my first.
The pool is my preferred.
The chlorine.
Yeah, I prefer that chlorine over. But I like to be on the beach to get the vibes. But I prefer the pool because I like to swim.
Yeah, no, it's not me. I forgot what story I was going to tell. What were we talking about?
I don't know. You said you had something to tell, but you didn't go into it.
I don't. What? It wasn't the sign. Oh Lord! You know what? This is the call. I was about to say this is pregnancy brain, but I ain't pregnant. You ever how people just forget what they're saying, and then it's like
no, but Dawn, there. You know, I just found out that there is something really real called like right before your menstrual where you get absent-minded. It's the same. The hormones that are releases when you're pregnant.
See, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think in the middle of talking to myself,
like, tell my friends that I'd be like, I can't remember nothing today, and they said, we know what's gonna happen soon.
That's.
I get very blonde, very very blonde.
Well, maybe that's my whole life though. Because I remember back when I used to do those lives, I would be talking like, "Hey, y'all, I don't remember what I was about to say." Lord, I don't know. Whatever it was, maybe it wasn't meant for me to say it. So, I mean. I said discernment about people and how it has saved my family. So there was a group of people that we used to like go to church with, and I've told a story before. They were young. We were like, I was older. I'm older than my brothers and sisters, except for my older sister. And I remember them wanting us to go behind a shed, and I'm like, who goes behind the shed? I'm like, what are we doing behind
what's
the shed?
What's happening behind the shed?
Yes, I don't, to this day, I don't know what was happening behind the shed. I don't care to know what was happening behind the shed, but all I knew was Dawn and her siblings weren't going behind no shed. And so I remember they categorized me as like a, like I wasn't fun, like I was a prude, like, you know, we can't tell her nothing. Because I said, look here, brother, my two brothers said, hey, y'all not going back there. I don't know what they have going on, but if they ask you again, because these two girls kept asking them, and I said no. I said, first off, we're not a part of the group. So you ever been like, you know, when you have a big family, Marlene, I mean, you know, you have a big family. Sometimes people always categorize y'all weird. Like that's what weird them with all them kids, and they go, you know, it was. So I always felt like an outsider in general, and we were all different ages, and I could always feel when we weren't welcome. And my mom has discernment at all, so she would not see that we weren't welcome in places. And I always felt like I had to be on guard because she would just leave off and like be talking to people at church or at these events and be excited about God. And I was just like, how people are acting, like like where people going. I'm just a natural nurturer, so I'm just like, y'all not going over it. Like, and I'm like, I don't care if I'm not their mama. I don't care if we are a year apart in age. I know that y'all don't really like us like that because y'all talk about us being this big family and this weird Waltons, like the Waltons show.
Yes.
Like we would come out the van and it was a whole bunch of kids and we was, just look a mess. Just like, okay, we just get in church, we love the Lord. Like, it was weird. So I was like, no. So I remember one of the guys, he's told me, well, I'll do you. I said, do what? I said, oh, no. I don't know what to do me. Now thinking as an adult, back then I said, do what? Like, what is you doing for me? I said, my brothers are not going back there. No. I said, I'm about to go and tell the pastor because we was at somebody's house. And girl, when I mean them kids ran, it was a group of them. Like you ever seen remember when Miss Seeley was walking and everybody was, I felt like that. Like I'm about to go and tell the pastor. And when I walked in that door and that boy looked at me, it was like he like in our reality I probably should have said something, but I said nah. I turned around because everybody looked like, what's going on? I said, can I have some cake?
Oh my goodness.
I was so young. I was like, can I have some cake? And they was like, yeah, baby, can I get some cake?
Growing up, I had no life because I was the youngest. So
my
brothers would not let me have a life. They're like, you will never have a life. And I still can't have a life because I have brothers. So my sisters don't care. But my brother, still till this day, I'm like, I'm a grown woman. They're like, where are you going?
Super protective of you, Marlene. And it's such a beautiful thing. I feel like that's why God had kept me for so many years when it came to like romantic relationships. Because now I'm grown. I'm like, I can do what I want to do because I don't have many people around me. Like to say, like my brothers, they're younger than me. They act like they are over me. If I talk, they're like, no, like nah. So if I was to bring someone home, the reaction that I would get, even though I'm the second oldest out of all of the kids, it would be a whole big ordeal because Dawn has not dated. Dawn has not had nobody. This is like, they just see me as a prized possession. They're like, nah, you can't do that. Or like, my brothers don't want to hear about it. Like, they would probably, unalive somebody for me. So I try to keep them far away from the stuff. But I always say, like, dang, I'm so glad that, like, maybe some stuff I wish I would have experienced, but I'm like, in all reality, it was so much stuff I didn't have to go through that now I'm like, certain stuff I'm like, okay, I'm not dealing with that because that's just too much. So I still fall short, but I'm like, yeah, I'm too grown to be dealing with that. So I didn't deal with none of that when even in my youth, I had standards when I used to talk to men growing, like when I was in college. I'm like, nope, we ain't talking no more because I already told you I'm a virtuous woman. I'm a virtuous woman, and you're gonna treat me as such. And
I wasn't allowed to do anything my entire life. Even when I was in college, my brothers still pulled up. Yeah,
not they blocked on your college. You couldn't even get no
on campus.
No CC pieces.
What's going on? Yeah, I see them in the they'd just be standing on the side watching. I'm like, dang. They say, oh, your bodyguards are here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marlene. So they were basically showing them like you had like, I don't know what the word is. When they show up, like they just looking, like they was not blocking, but like
they're observing. They were observing.
They're intimidating. Like, the men knew, like she got her brothers.
Yeah.
They'll probably do something to you.
And they would just throw up the fist, like, yeah, we watching.
Not the fist. Are you gonna color your hair again? I am. I don't think I can see it. Let me try to.
Oh, I'm gonna color mine too, Dawn.
What color? Let me see if we do the same thing.
My favorite is when I had my hair red. I love the red.
That was cute. Red looks beautiful. Marlene has the most beautiful skin. Probably because she's an esthetician. So I feel like when I don't like vibrant colors for me. So red to me don't look good. I don't know why. Like I've tried red before, but it don't look good to me. I feel like
I've wanted to try blonde though, but I'm just not brave enough to do blonde. I've always wanted to do blonde, but I'm just not brave enough.
I think blonde is your color. I didn't think blonde would. For me, I'm thinking like, girl, I cannot do no blonde. I'm gonna look like somebody, old auntie. Mm-hmm. And when I did it, you like blonde on me, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I love the blonde on you. Yeah.
I think blonde look nice. I'm just gonna get my hair lightened.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I'm,
go a little bit lighter, but because the black now, like it's, you know, it
they
gets
want you to. They want
boring.
you to
It
do
gets
it.
boring. So
Everybody said go blonde, Marlene.
yeah, I'm
Go
gonna
blonde.
go blonde.
Go
I'm gonna
blonde.
go
Go blonde.
blondes. I'm
Maybe
gonna go
try honey
blondes.
blonde starting off. I think you should
Yeah.
go. I think you should just go full throttle blonde. I personally feel like you should go platinum.
Yeah, I no, that's what I'm thinking because you know
That's that's the
I'm
color.
a wild card. You guys don't know about that about me, but I'm kind of. I'll
Look,
do anything if I get a dare. I would just go and shave my head. I'm that type of person. Don't dare me.
oh, I'm not gonna do. Look, I think you would look cute with a bald head. Honestly, only because I've been shaved. I haven't shaved it, but I've had a like a cut. I feel like you would look
Hmm.
really nice with no like a short haircut, blonde.
Did you see when I did my big chop?
The video. It's been a minute. I do remember recalling that you cut your
Yeah,
hair.
I had
So,
a little.
how's
I
long
started
is
off
your hair
with a
now, bro?
little mini afro, but I was thinking about doing a boy cut and start like make my style like waves, like, and then do
I'm
different
pregnant.
colors, like do blonde, do red, and keep it that way for a little bit because of the exercise routine. I get tired of hair. Like,
You
it's
have the perfect
annoying.
face, Marlene. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie to you.
thinking,
You
I'm
have the
thinking I'm
cutest
going to
face.
do a shortcut. I'll start off with black and see how I'm feeling,
No,
and
go
cut it
blonde.
all off. And then I'm gonna go to, I'll do maybe like a cinnamon stick, like a red.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Marlene, I'm picturing your hair completely cut off with all of these colors. And even though
Mhm.
I'm not a big fan of the red and cinnamon, I like it short. I like you being blonde short. I like all of I think you should just go and do all the colors of the rainbow. But
Oh,
not
I'm
blue.
going to. I'm gonna cut it all off because I'm getting sick of my hair. Like right now, my hair was last time it was straight and it was to my shoulders, and that's too long for me. So
Girl, my hair ain't hit my shoulders and since I had perms.
I mean when it's straightened.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's been a long time. Somebody had asked me, well, why don't you get your hair straight? I'm like, that's a lot of work for me. And my hair, I sweat. So that's the thing. I'm a sweater. So when I used to get the press, when you see, I don't know if anyone, I have a hair video where I got my hair pressed, and it flowed. It was beautiful. It was flowy, but that root was so nappy, y'all. Like you ever, but people be like, oh, your hair looks so cute. You like if you could, you can't run your gnarly fingers through this crown.
It will get stuck right in
Like,
the.
and I used to make sure the front was good. You know, the front was good. But they was
Yeah,
like,
you make
oh,
the front, but you know you put a, but you gotta learn how to disguise that thing. Don, that's when you have the little head scarves and the
mhm.
hats, and yeah, you just leave a little leave out, and then put your baseball cap
Girl,
right on the back. You know.
once it got too bad to where when I used to do my wraps, and I'm like, I can't feel my root, my scalp. I would just go ahead and wash it. I'm like, it's over. But I never really felt pretty with straight hair. I just never liked it. So even now, y'all would never see me with straight hair. Like it would be like wavy. It would have to have some type of volume because I don't think that my head looks nice with straight
Hmm.
hair. I don't like how it looks for
Well,
me.
I'm gonna do a get it professionally done because I've never done it professionally straight before I cut it all off. I'm gonna do a I'm gonna make them do a silk press, and then I'm gonna cut it all off.
I think it would really be cute. I feel like we should all rally behind Marlene. When I dye my
I am. I'm
hair,
gonna cut it. I think I'm gonna do it on a live.
ooh, I'm here for it. My friend just cut all her hair off, and I was like, "Girl, do it." You gotta be in there rallying like, "Oh yeah, shave it," or no,
I'm
cut
gonna
it.
cut it all off because it's just so easy when you don't have hair. It's easy.
It's easy to maintain. Like she was saying, especially planning on working out. Like shorter hair girls, we do it the best. I feel like when I had cut my hair, I felt so much freedom. And this only issue is, but she don't have to experience that. The winters being bald was, I had to have a hat. I just
What?
well, you wouldn't think it gets cold here in Texas. It gets cold, and when it used to rain and you got that cold and you
Oh.
got that like the scalp. I used to hate it. So I'm like, it would just be so cold, and I don't think I'm anemic, but I get cold easily, and
You
so
sound anemic.
I would have. That's why I dress in layers. So whenever I go somewhere, I have to have a jacket. I always have a throw because I need to put something over my body. So a lot of people are hot, I'm cold, and then I get hot.
Do you eat ice?
No,
Okay.
my sister.
That's the main indicator of a person with anemia.
No, I don't eat ice, so I don't think I am. I don't. Yeah, I don't like ice at all. And it maybe just because I just never. I don't know. My sister would go out her way to go to what's it, Quick Trip, and get those big old. I'm like, and would get mad if the ice machine. I was like, girl, it's just ice. Just go put some water in the refrigerator.
I used to go to 4 different gas stations because I had to have my fix of those little tiny ice cubes.
Girl, no.
But when I start working on my health and start eating right and exercise, everything changed.
Are we going to see when you do? So will you do like when you cut your hair? Do the transitions of like the different styles? What are you going to show us all of that?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it all. I have a channel that y'all don't know about.
I know about almost all the channels. Is it the channel I talked about before that you don't talk about?
Oh yeah, but I'm saying this one. I mean, it's gonna be only about my hair.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I love the hair.
I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna start from the beginning, but I'm gonna start from where I do my last flat iron before I regrow my hair and before I decide if I want to lock when it finally grows back. I'm going to talk about all those things over there. So
yeah, give us like an introduction video, like the hair journey. You know how people start off and be like, okay, so hi, this is where I started off from. This is what made me cut. This is what made me do this. And I feel like those. Oh, the heck. Yeah. I need to send you the stuff for the mic, Marlene.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
You just need to make a wish list for people to see, and then put your final mic and then put it on there so someone can just send it to you.
Oh, good. Don't tell me that because I will go and make one today.
Okay, shameless plug. I have an Amazon wish list in the link today.
Okay.
As soon as they put it today, they cart, Marlene, and if they order it, it comes to me without the address being shown.
Yeah, I know. That's what I like about the Amazon. Actually, I know people are starting to get mad because someone sent me a drone and I have not done any droning. So
okay, Marlene.
Drones are coming.
Someone said, give us, especially the beautiful beaches. Marlene shows us the beach.
It's coming. But it's people don't understand that you cannot fly a drone when it's windy. You will lose your drone.
I thought you were saying some people have like laws about drones. Like some places.
Yeah, that's why I said I've been waiting for now. The weather is getting warmer. You guys will get drones now.
Well, just do an unboxing to appease them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the unboxing.
Like this was a gift that was given to me by one of my beautiful subscribers. I feel like I should do it. People have sent me so much stuff. At this point, I took them out the boxes. Like, do I still do an unboxing video?
No, all you have to do is just you can do one video and put it all together. I don't know who sent me this, but I'm showing all the stuff that I have.
Okay, so maybe it can be a live one day, or I'll make it an official video because I have some stuff that's been sent and some stuff I put together, especially for my apartment. My godmom bought me a couch. My Lizzie had bought me some stuff for like an air fryer, dishes. She bought me food, y'all, like a whole groceries. Cause I'm like, girl, I don't like going to the store. And she said, oh, okay. And she's like, hey, take your doorstep. Bought me groceries. I said, what in the world? I said, no, she didn't buy me groceries. That's so sweet. Okay. Shameless thing. I still got one of the items she bought me, and this was 2 months ago in the refrigerator. And it's spinach. So it's like.
Oh, come on now.
I keep, so the reason I haven't put it in the trash can, because when you put fruit and vegetables out, it's almost like you gotta hurry and like take it out. So I always I'm like, okay, I'm keeping it in here. So right before I go take out the trash to the dumpster, you know what I mean? I don't want it. in my brain, I feel like that's what my parents used to do. Like they wouldn't put like certain food in a trash can, or they like take it out now. So because you don't want like the fruit flies, like the like you know what I mean, like them like coming around. So I just haven't did it yet. But
Well, just take it and put it into a bag separately and tie it up.
girl, it's still gonna freak me out if it's in there. That's the whole thought that it's slimy in a bag. That's how I feel about chicken too. Like if I know chicken has gone bad, like certain type of poultry, I won't take it out until I know that it needs to go out. And so I'm trying to learn because like coming from a house, I can just go and put it in a bag and then like put it in a dumpster. Yeah, I'm like, I'll be so lazy, y'all. Like right now, I gotta take the dog out, and I really don't want to. But I'm used to letting him out in the backyard and do his thing. I have to actively get up, and I have a neighbor that flirts with me every time, and it makes me so uncomfortable that I'll just be like trying to walk really fast. And I feel like he knows when I'm, because it's during this time that him and his friends be sitting outside, and so I'll try to wait later to go out because I don't really want to talk to him.
Oh, so I know, I understand that.
Do your business, Scrappy. And Scrappy like to sit there, and he stopped right in front of the neighbor's place. I said, "Really?"
No, that's when you pick him up and walk past that house, girl, and then let it down.
Girl, I'm gonna have to start. I'm learning. So today, when I take him out, I'm gonna just drag him. Hurry up, keep going. I may have to change my outfit because I look really cute.
Oh, what does Bondi talk about? Dang, Marlene, what did I do?
This was a minute. I had put it up, Marlene, when he said it. He was talking about when you were talking about the hair.
I don't even know what I said.
Girl, knowing Bondi was probably something that was, you said something that was funny because Marlene is a low-key comedian. It's like little stuff that she says here and there. You're like, oh, that was funny. I caught that. That was witty. I'm just kind of like, I'm funny, but I feel like I try, and sometimes I don't try. But I'm also shady. I'm like a shady funny, if that makes sense. No.
I've always been a little bit. My whole life, I've been very mysterious. I don't like to reveal too much stuff. But then when I reveal it. Like that video of my friend wants me to take that video down. And I'm like, I'm not taking it down. The one at the beach.
Okay.
Yeah. They're like, take that video down. I was like, I'm not taking it down.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, my friend.
Okay. I caught what you said. Okay, yes. Well, I feel like at a certain point, Marlene, when we become serious and a person is not, comfortable with something, that's a conversation. You are a.
That's what I told him. I was like, I'm a social media influencer,
and it's going to be stuff that you post or people want to see, and that's y'all, Marlene. That's when I knew. Marlene always does try on, but when I seen that body, I thought, "Ooh, go." I said, that's a goal I can't have because I ain't built like that. Okay. And now I understand why your brothers and them would want to fight people, because Marlene has always talked about how she was very much petite in general, and people would say, so I can see how people can look at Marlene and then get the eyes in your brothers and one like, I'm very protective of them. They didn't have to worry about me. I was different. My weight always went up and down, but I was also super shy to where I would tell them, I'm like, hey, they're trying to talk to me. And my brother, like, okay, well, they would walk out. If anything, my brother, they try to steal me. I know this sounds bad. Growing up, my brother told me, hey, my friend like you. And he said, I said, no. I'm your sister. Why are you trying to sell me off to another kid? But when they got older, like, then they became super protective. And so whenever Trinity or I like I'm like, oh, so-and-so like me. He's like, cut. My brother now, he says, cut. He cursed. I ain't gonna say what he said. He's like, cut it off. I'm like, brother. He's like, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to play about it. When I come down there, I ain't trying to see nobody. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
What if you want to meet anyone? I found that, maybe, a part of the crew, he was like, nope, because it don't sound like it. I'm like, I barely say anything. I feel like that men know if someone is of importance, the way that you bring them to I feel like everybody, like, nope. They not for you. No, my little brother, I talked to him, Mark, when we talked this weekend. He knows a lot. So my littlest brother, Mark is 20.
Don't be telling all his ages.
Your
brother wants his age on social media.
Because my brother is Mark is the one who's an influencer. That's the one. What happened? Device disconnected. Okay, Marlene had an issue with her. It says device disconnected. But yeah, how do I know my brother wants his info out there? I'm about to put the link back in there for Marlene. It's because Mark is an influencer, and his whole life is online. Like Mark does it so beautifully. That's the link for Marlene. But he's young. Okay, Marlene says don't share his age. He's younger than me. He's in his 20s. Welcome back, Marlene. Oh, it's something going on. She got kicked out again. So, Mark is younger than me. And I think Mark and I grew up together in a very interesting way. Mark is one of the sweetest men. I know y'all like, oh, don't call a man sweet. Mark is literally the one of the sweetest kids that's come out of my mom. Marlene? Okay. He's having issues. We don't know. And growing up, he was just this charismatic of a kid. Like he had a deep voice, very cute. Like everyone loved him. Like he was one of the little babies that like everyone kind of wanted to watch and pick up. Mark has always been a servant's heart. And as we became older, we just connected differently than my other siblings. Like I have a relationship with everybody. Like everyone is different, but Mark is just this very nonchalant, non-judgmental type of young man. Which also, doesn't mean he's perfect, but I've always shared stuff like overly with Mark, and I've shared stuff with a lot of my brothers and stuff like that. Like different, I feel like they have different sets of wisdom, or they can share or show me as a young woman. And I've always gone to advice repeatedly with my brother Chuck Payam Phenomenon on the internet, or even Mark's. And then my oldest brother, he just don't be want to hear my mess. He's like, girl. But if I want honesty with no fluff, I'm going to him. My other two brothers, they were fluffy for me. I love how all my brothers embrace like wanting us to be natural as women. I feel like that's the beauty about having siblings, especially boys, that they're going to love on their sisters and it doesn't have to be super emotional. Like some people are like, well, they don't be like that with me. I feel like I find the value, or not even necessarily the value, but like the lesson and blessing for each one of my siblings of what I've been able to like gain from that. And that's what makes it beautiful. All of us have different relationships, which makes it wonderful. And I know all of them love that I went natural. All of them always like supporting me in different stuff that I have going on. Marlene is hopefully back. Marlene.
Yes.
Bondi says, laughing my A off, Marlene vanished. It was like a minute was going up and down, up and down. Like, she'll be back. I did not kick her out. So just so y'all know, I did not kick Marlene out because she was talking about my brother.
Yeah, you could. That's what I was saying. I said, that was that Holy Spirit.
Talking about my brother, but I can't wait for y'all to meet him. Though I feel like he's amazing, and I actually started my brother locks. Like I was the person that did his locks for him. I said when he had me do his hair, he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna have it up there line. I just want you to do my braids." And I said, "Okay." And then to this day, I'm like, if I would have known you would have kept the locks, like kept the braids to lock them, I would have did your parting. I would have gave you more. I don't know. Like I would have partied it different. It looks nice, But I said, oh,
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I'm telling people I didn't. I don't like how these parts is in the back. I was, you doing something for somebody. Like, I'm tired. He like, I'll just finish it up. And I said, okay. And I used to braid his hair for him. Like I would I would do his hair. I would do his hair, my little sister hair, and then sometimes I'm very. I feel like one of my love languages is like I like to give gifts. I like to like acts of service is a big thing for me. So I used to like to like, okay, what can I do for you? Because sometimes I may not have money to give a gift. It's like, well, what can I do for you? Like, would you like me to like I like to do my sister nails? Like I can wash your hair for you. Do you want me to clean up for you? So I used to come to my brother's house and y'all know men's a mess. I said, let me wash this because this is ridiculous. It's no reason why all these females, I ain't gonna tell this business. I ain't gonna tell which brother I'm talking about. All these girls from different area codes, I don't know how many people, it probably was one person, coming up in your house and having the caucasity audacity to let you pound town them. And this house is a mess. I said, for you should even be cleaning up for yourself. I said, is the sheets clean? Don't need to wash the sheets.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
So
that's one of my pet peeves, Dawn. I can't be with somebody who is dirty.
And I can't do dark sheets.
What?
I don't, for some reason, I feel like people who have dark sheets, especially men, are not clean. Because what are you hiding?
Come on, Dawn.
I don't. So brown sheets are fine. I don't do black sheets. Maybe I can do black sheets because you can see stuff on there. But dark blue sheets, I don't like it. I'm like, you need to get some lighter sheets. Even now, I can do a light nude white. I'm looking at my bed, y'all. I've done dark sheets like for me, but I know I wash my sheets. As a woman, I can accept your dark sheets. As a man, I cannot.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you why I like black silk sheets. I'll keep that to myself.
Black silk, that's glamorous. That's a real Nubian like. She didn't know. Okay, hold up. If they got silk sheets, Marlene, as a man,
yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you,
now. That's a grown man. That's grown. Silk, y'all, is no. I don't even have silk sheets. I have silk pillowcases for the pillows, but that's only because of my hair. Because sometimes my bonnet falls. The wrap fall off, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this with my hair. Like I don't want my hair to break out, so I end up just investing in getting some silk pillowcases. But I've never had no silk.
I'm trying to tell you, Dawn, it's a whole nother world.
Well, maybe one day the Lord can open up the pockets to be silk. But right now, I can't not bond D with the face. Look here, this is not an after dark conversation.
This is after dark. It just went after dark.
It's light outside, but the Lord is still looking. I just never done. I don't know about the silk sheet part. I'm down for it though. Like
I'm trying to inform you younger generation people the silk does things. So yeah, I'm giving you some advice.
I gotta put the. I am tickled, tackling. I am out. I will come back. I feel like I'm picking up what she putting down, but I just never knew. And what's funny is that growing up, my auntie, she has the most beautifulest house I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, you ever been to somebody's house where you don't want to touch nothing?
Mm-hmm.
She has silk sheets growing up, and I said, "Ooh."
Well,
we weren't allowed to sit on her bed or nothing.
I'm trying to tell you, Dawn, that your aunt was
well, she was a good Christian woman.
Keep believing that if you want to.
I'm a hoe. She in this live right now in the background, Auntie. I ain't gonna talk no mess on you now.
Auntie's sliding. I'm just saying.
Girl, y'all gonna have me I'm gonna put some silk sheets on one of my lists one day. Maybe when I get a house, I'll put on there.
Go and put it on Amazon and save.
Okay, let me go. I'm going to Amazon now. But I thought silk sheets were expensive. I mean, I've never purposely
Well,
looked
it
for silk
depends on
sheets.
where you're getting. I get the, what is it called? The ones that they have, as long as it says like hotel brand. You could even do a
Oh, they're
cotton,
not expensive.
huh?
They're fairly inexpensive. They're not
That's
too.
what I'm saying. It's not all that. And I know that you can't have it all year because it's silk, but when it's cool, yeah, you
There
gonna
you go.
slide.
I cannot deal with Marlene at all. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out. So, do you have silk sheets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You're gonna slide in the winter.
Okay, I found some silk sheets for a king size bed. So that's what I have. That are white because Dawn likes it. You know, she wants to see what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. She needs
Mm-hmm.
to look. And white has always caught me up too, especially on my cycle, which it always makes me mad because you gotta hurry up and kind of like clean your stuff really quickly. I would
Mm-hmm.
have to throw stuff away because I'm like I needed to be white, and so not until recently I started putting on my I started using different sheets. Okay, because I'm like I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired because anyway
I,
I had the sheet.
if I really want to put you onto something, Miss Dawn,
Yes, ma'am.
it is the gold silk sheets. Yes, ma'am.
Girl, y'all
These are
gonna make me.
royalty now.
She gonna make me share the screen. I don't need to know what kind of life Marlene is out here living. Hold on,
I'm
y'all.
telling you, y'all, I'm not kidding. Anybody who has ever been on the silk train, you can't go back. I can't go
She
back to
said,
that 200 thread count sheet.
she
I
said
can't.
it's a vibe. See, I've only known cotton. All right, here we. Ooh, not the $200. Okay, let's share this. Let's share the screen. Marlene is dropping wisdom. She says get them from Amazon. I am, but I'm just saying for right now, I do want to show y'all what what's on here. Gold silk sheets. That's where I'm at. Okay, if
Look at
y'all can
that. Look
see.
at that. Look at that.
I ain't gonna lie, this $5.95. When the way they have it pictured though, this one kind of looks cute too. Is how they have it pictured.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference between that 39 and that 5.95.
Oh, that
Right
five
there,
ninety
honey.
nine, and trust me, it's worth every penny.
So do you have a variety of sheets that are still
Yes.
different
Oh,
colors?
I'm like, you know how like some people are that way about shoes. I'm that way about sheets. Mhm. I
Yeah,
rather spend my money on my sheets.
I need to up my shoe game.
I'm telling you, I'm in a group with other women, and I'm trying to tell you, we be laughing about our sheets chronicles.
Girl, now they got the group for the sheets. Oh, but I guess with that
When
fall under
you
decor.
know. I'm just saying.
Although that's like an after hour group.
Yeah,
When I
it's an
think of
after
sheets,
hours.
I think of
It is. It
I
is
think of
after hours.
R. Kelly, not the R. Kelly that that people like him for R. Kelly. I think of R. Kelly. I think of
Mm-hmm.
Silk. I think
Mm-hmm.
of Casey and JoJo. I think
Mm-hmm.
of Blackstreet.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
what I think
Yeah,
of
yeah,
people
yeah.
who I think of people who got silk sheets. These are those type of men where I can see them with gold or brown.
Yep. Keith Sweat. That I know he has some
Ooh,
silk sheets. I know.
girl, I bet I just know he smells good. You ever just see
Hmm.
a man and
And you
Keith
just
Sweat
know
is
that,
like a
and you
man
know who I know always smells good? Carl Thomas. I know.
from
I don't have I don't have
from
to ask.
from Burn.
No, Carl Thomas. He was out in like in the 90s.
Hold on, let me look. Cause girl, yeah, that's how you know I'm
Yes,
not a minute.
yes, Carl Thomas, as I call, AKA Zaddy. That's Zaddy.
Ooh,
Yes. Hmm.
his
You
face is
should
what does he sing?
a lot of songs that will get you in trouble.
Oh, I know why. Cause he did the R&B tour with Carrie Hilson and Tank. Girl, Tank is a mess, y'all. Tank is a mess. I can't listen
Oh,
to
I
Tank.
know.
Lord knows that I am a child of God. If I said Tank
Yes, I am a child of God, but I still have eyes in my head. Amen.
and Tank. Tank is not a tall man. I'm a tall woman, but I'm like, Tank can get it in my brain. Like, okay, Tank talk to me at nighttime. You know, the midnight talks. You ever have a midnight talk with somebody you're talking to, and y'all just talking about life, and the next thing you know,
How tall are you, Dawn?
Okay, so let me remove this. To me, I'm 5'8". I have someone says I'm 5'9". Someone also told me I'm 5'10". So I really just need to go and get measured again. People say I know I'm not 5'10", but I'm a good solid 5'8", 5'9".
Okay.
And
Well, I'm a miniature. I'm a mini me, so I'm probably half of you.
You 5'4"? 5'4"?
I'm 5'5".
Okay, you're a good height. That's average woman. My mommy is 5'5". Trinity is taller than me, and she says she's 5'9". And I'm like, you can't be 5'9" because they say I'm 5'10". She said, "You're not no 5'10", baby." And Trinity's a model. She's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "I'm tall."
Even in my head, Dawn, I'm 5'7".
Oh Lord. Okay.
In my
See,
head,
you like
I tell everybody on my driver's license it says 5'7".
Marley, that is perjury. Not perjury. That's lies. Just straight up lies. You ain't no 5'7". They gonna look for you and I guess.
Hey, I asked him at the driver's license. I said, I wrote down 5'7". He just looked at me and he typed it in. I said, "That's right. Don't question nothing." He said, "I learned a long time ago to not question a woman." I said, "That's right. You better
remember when they have you put your size on there, like how much you weigh?
Yeah.
I used to lie all the time.
You put the snatch size always.
That's how much I weighed early this year when I was on my diet. It was the same number every time. I know the people like, "Man, you are not that size." I'm like, and it is in my head. Yeah. I wish you would.
Tell them mind their business. Mm-hmm. Did you see what Trinity put up there?
She says, "Patty, my sheets are silk, and you've been on them." I do remember being. Why you got silk sheets? That's the first question. Secondly, I do remember laying in her bed, and I do remember her bed being really cool.
That's why I like it.
That was something I do remember. But I need to know, why in the Hillshire Farm do you have silk sheets at your age? You are young. Trinity is in the early 20s.
She still can slide. Let Trinity slide.
I'm luxurious, baby. I don't like that because you're my baby, and I mean you can be, but I don't know the way Marlene talking about. She says grown folks sheets, and you ain't grown yet.
Folks sheets. I learned a long time ago that it was time to step up my game when I got in a relationship. I was like, you can't have your man have better sheets than you. No, ma'am.
I'm here for that. What kind of sheets your man got, Marlene?
Huh?
What kind of sheets your man got?
Oh, all kinds. Silk. Oh, don't even start talking about jersey cotton. I mean, yeah. Refined. He's refined.
See, that's how we know Marlene is grown and he's grown. Because I'm like, the man I know.
I can't do the 200 thread count sheets. It won't work.
Hold on, my cousin is asking for my brother's number, and I know I was about to start saying out. You ever start talking? I'm about to say his number out loud.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And y'all would be like, "Call me. Let me call your brother. What he doing?" And a lot of my family don't like giving out numbers. They'll be like, we don't give out numbers. I'm like, we family though. Why you don't want to give out the number? I'm not secretive. My number has been the same for years. And I started using that. Oh, Marlene. I started using the Google number.
I'm trying to tell you it changes your life.
We need to have another live. Because I don't want to stray too much, but Marlene, it changed my life, but I don't use it the way you told me to use it.
I'll be trying. People trying to put the
I use it to text people that I don't like that are men. I don't talk to them more and be like, just say just crazy stuff to them. To this day, I think.
Yeah, you can say crazy. You can say whatever you want to say, and they can't get back to you.
And look here, they asked me tomorrow. I don't know who sent you this, sir.
It's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't.
Period.
Look here. Do your friend know that you have YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Do he follow you?
We've had that conversation that, you say things like, this is a social a video, so that means don't watch that one. Like this
Oh,
one the one that I just put out, and he was like, "Oh, I saw legs on there. I'm not very comfortable."
because she got legs.
Yeah, because she has legs. Yeah.
Because Marlene has legs. She's a beautiful woman. And I also has legs too, Dawn, because I'm a stallion. And that is one of
Mm-hmm.
the biggest compliments that I get from men and women whenever I wear
Mm-hmm.
heels. And I'm all of like a good 5'11" with heels. I wouldn't say 6 feet, 5'11". And when I be walking, they be like, "Oh, dang it!" I was like, "Look, don't hype me in there." I wear the dresses to not to where you can see the vagine, but just where you can see the leg. Because I do have really nice thick legs. I've always had. It's when I used to do sports. I used to have really good calves. Really, that people. I was like, "Oh my gosh, your calves like the strongest looking calf." I just did. And I was getting that feel of like Tina Turner. Tina Turner has some beautiful legs, y'all. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, God rest her soul. She had at her she was like 76.
Yeah.
Y'all beautiful. I'm like, how I'm like she
Well,
could get
I
off.
get my legs from my mama. I was like, and my dad used to always be like, "That's why you got 10 kids."
Girl, that would make me so uncomfortable. I'd be like, ooh, mama got nasty.
Yeah, I was like, and we'd be like, yuck.
Look at it. I mean the Lord knew how to build us, okay? Beautiful in his image.
Hmm. Hmm.
With
That's one thing, but there's one thing about being on social media that I will never show, and that's my abs. Mm-mm.
you got good abs?
Yeah, I have a defined abs.
Really? See,
But,
I just don't
but yeah,
I
but
feel
I will
like
never
Marlene don't
show that
start with it.
because I feel that that's something that you keep in your relationship. There's certain things you need to leave some mystery for your person.
Okay. Yeah,
I wouldn't disrespect them like that.
I haven't made it official like Marlene yet.
Yeah, I'm not official either. I already said
Oh,
I'm still open
oh.
and
Okay, so since we had a
open
conversation,
and free.
I have a question to ask you because Marlene is a very seasoned woman in the dating. I'm not saying Marlene is older, but she's very more seasoned dating than Dawn. This
Mhm.
was supposed to be with Bree, but Bree we had to reschedule. So
Mhm.
I'm currently talking to someone, and we kind of
Mhm.
not talking. So in the midst of it, someone else that I talked to, which I didn't know that we were. He felt like we were more serious than what we were.
Mhm.
Granted, we stopped talking for maybe like about a month, and I just disregarded. Like I wasn't even worried about. Like okay, we stopped communicating. His job is very demanding, and so yesterday he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, you," and I'm like, "Hi," like I haven't talked to you in a month, like whatever. And he called
Mhm.
me. So when he called me, I'm looking at yeah, you be driving. He be like, "No, this what is not calling me after he done left. Like I ain't talked to him in a month
Mhm.
of Sundays. But grant you, I'm talking to somebody else, which I'm not really talking to right now. But there's somebody else occupied my time in between us talking. So we started talking. I called him back, and he called me again today. We had a very long conversation. He was very. I'm an oversharer, as y'all know. So
Mhm.
sometimes Marlene and Bree and people, Trinity and Liz, have to bring me back and be like, "Hey, calm down." You tell me. I was
Mhm.
thinking. I was talking to a friend, like, "Be cool." I let it slip out. I knew. I knew what I was saying. That I had talked to somebody in between, which I feel like it's not a big thing, but I guess you shouldn't just say. He
No,
was
men don't
very.
like that. They want to feel that they are the only one in your life.
But I'm like, I said we were never exclusively talking to each other. So how can you be upset that I had talked to someone, even if it was between the time that we were talking? I said, honestly, your job has been very demanding. I really haven't talked to you like that, and it's been a month since the last time I talked to you, girl. He was just so hurt. He was like, "Did you not? Did I never not show you that I like you? Were we not? I was feeling you, and I'm like, I didn't cheat on you because we're not together. So basically, in so many words, he said that me disclosing that I had talked to someone else in between the time period that we weren't talking, or either that we were talking, that I was talking to someone, he had lost the luster or the want to talk to me. Like basically, that showed him who I was, and I was so mad. I was like, "How dare you?" I said, "Excuse me." I said, "I still have value as a woman." And now that you said that, like, it doesn't really make me want to like talk to you. But he was like, "Nah, like I just really felt like we had something going." I said, "But I haven't talked to you since March 18th. How did you think we had something going on?"
That's very interesting that you're still talking to him, because I would have hung up on him mid sentence.
Well,
the end of that.
We was chatting, girl. We was just talking. So this is towards the end. So now he's trying to rush me off the phone. Like he's like, "All right, well, I'm about to," like, you could tell in his voice. I said, "Are you upset?" I said, and honestly, I thought we were really going towards friend zoning, because that's our whole talking. This kind of been very friendly. You know what I mean? Like very friendly. Like we never really make like attitude plans. Yeah, like it was very like he felt like a good friend. And so he did say that he liked me at one point, and then gave me a list of like how he liked me. But I'm like, it's like we don't really do nothing. Like I'm thinking you're like a pen pal. Like we talk a lot. We talk and we text a lot. We encourage each other a lot. It felt like a good friend. So I was just like, after we got the phone, I said, it's very discouraging that you would say some of the things you said towards me, and I've been nothing but very kind to you. And I think it don't really, like, the whole fact that I talked to someone, like, you do know that as an adult, we are not together. I have never met this man, y'all. I have never met him. Like,
the plot thickens.
I have never met him. So the person that I was talking to while I was talking to him, he made it very clear that, we were gonna, like, we met up, we did stuff, like he went to parties with me, like he met my friends. Oh, that's probably too much. I hope you don't watch this video. he's gone out with me. So I'm like, those are two different relationships that I have cultivated with these individuals. One is very friendly. The other one, it's been very romantic. So, grant you, I feel like I'm entertaining the person that's texting me now, because me and the person before are no longer on that same wavelength. And I feel like gradually, right now, him and I, who I was romantic with, like a romantic relationship, I just really am tired of him, but I just keep him around. You know what I mean? And so we've had the conversation where I'm like, yeah, I just don't think it's going nowhere. So when the person reached out to me, I entertained his conversation, and I was just giving him a life update of my life, because it's been a month. And once you can tell in tone when a person is disappointed in you without them saying it. And so that's what made me keep asking questions like, okay, you upset about it? And then that's when he's like, he was disappointed. I'm like, I just want to know, like, is that like a normal thing? I'm like, am I not supposed to tell people like what I'm doing? I don't know.
You don't tell any. I'll say this way, from my experiences, the majority of men do not like it, even if they know that you're seeing other people. They don't want to hear about it.
Okay, so I tell all the men. I'm like, you're not the only one. So if you want to, if we talking, we talking. We're not. So I think that's the reason why the other person that I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm talking to him no more. I don't want to. I've tried to stop talking to him, y'all, 3 times. Like, I've tried to, like, you know what, maybe we should just stop,
Just block.
But I'm also, this is, I don't have to do it in the lab. I feel like I'm the toxic one. I'm very much equally toxic in their situations of me. I continue to talk to them, Marlene. I continue to be like, oh, okay, well, and my biggest thing that I have is communication. I'm like, I feel like I'm a very much a time person. I'm not, you don't have to buy me stuff. You don't have to do nothing, grandiose. I'm just really like, okay, let's spend time. Let's make memories. I'm a memory person. I like to get to know people. So when you tell me something, ooh, I calculate it from when you tell me something that like it doesn't when it don't click. I'm like, well, you told me this, 2 months ago that you and this, like, I'm that person. Everything you say, if you can't just switch it up, because I'm like, as a woman, when you get to know somebody, everything that they say, you can't, like, you putting it in like a little bank of information. And so I ask questions, and so when stuff like don't like match it, I'm like, well, that's not what you told me before. And feelings can change. So I'm just saying, like, how you feel about somebody, like how you want to develop things, that can change. But actual factual things that happen in your life, that don't change. So either you lied or you omitted information, and then when you knew that something was omitted, I feel like I should have been aware of something that has changed.
Yeah, I always say things like when things like that come up in a relationship and they're like, that's not what you said before. I said, no, I told you what I wanted you to know because we didn't have that level of trust. So I do that. I said, I told you what you needed to know because for me, I'm a person that I don't like to be in a relationship with somebody and they know all of these things about me.
Mm-hmm. I'm an overshare. Lord,
so I'm like, I've had, it's a long story, but I've had relationships and it ended until I still don't know anything about you. That's like, that's how I want it.
Isn't that the craziest thing? I feel like I've had my ups and downs. Yeah, I've done some crazy stuff, and I've only, like, I'm gonna keep saying this, I've only been dating for maybe 2 years out of my whole adult life. Dating, like, with the mind frame, I'm 2 years. And within that 2 years, that's how I found out, because I felt like now it has emotionally tried me to let me know, okay, maybe that's the reason, like, my maturity level back then, I wouldn't have been able to take it at all. So, like, it's like the up and downs. And grant you, starting off, I feel like I was the issue. I was very much not really, like, open and honest, and I used to be scared to tell people, like, hey, I'm not really experienced. And only because I didn't want people to, like, try to take advantage. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're not an experienced person, I can do all of this stuff. But then as gradually time progressed, I would try to be more open. I would try to be more upfront with, like, what I wanted. And then I had to figure out, Lizzie had told me, what do you want? Like, are you just dating to date? Are you dating to have fun? Define what fun means for you. Like, do you want to get married? Do you want to have, like, a life partner? Like, what type of moments? Like, because that's the energy that you're putting out, and you're gonna get back. She said there needs to be boundaries of what you're gonna accept or not, and I feel like that's the issue that I've had thus far, is having, like, okay, Dawn, I'm not dealing with this. And lying to me is a very big thing. But I feel like every time I'm like, me and Lizzie have been detected, I'm like, well, he said this. And then when I go and I confront, they're like, well, this is what it was. And I'm like, oh, well, he said I was tripping. So for the past 3 months, I've been going back with this. I feel like it's always something with this person. And I like him, but I'm like, it's always something. And I just feel like the level of trust. So even now, I'll be like, one day I'm like, okay, I'm excited. Like, when we're together and, like, we doing stuff, like, we're out, it feels beautiful. But when you're not with somebody, how they make you feel then, that matters the same too, right? So I feel like when we're not together, I don't get that same feeling. Not the time, like, my feelings have changed, but I don't feel like that same effort when we're out and about. I don't get that. Like, when we're not together, he's like, well, I'm giving you space. I'm like, but I'm a person that don't like space. So do you need space, and how does it look? So where can you meet me in the middle to where I know that, that connection is there? And so my friend said, if you accept it now, then, like, the person who the person is now, that's how they're going to treat you in the end. Like, it's always going to be an issue. If there's an issue now with communication, you're going to always have an issue with communication. And I'm like, is that true?
That's very true. And my mom used to always say, and my parents were married for 52 years. And my mom always said that communication is the foundation of every good relationship. And if you can't communicate, whether you're upset, happy, angry, you should still be able to say, this this hurt me, or this disappointed me, or I feel whatever. And it shouldn't make you feel like I can't tell you, because they're gonna, you know, turn into like Jekyll and Hyde on you. You should
Mhm.
be able to voice your concerns, and it should be a mature space for them to say, "Oh, I didn't know I was making you feel like that. How would you like me to deal with you?" That's how mature people have conversations. And if you can't have somebody that you can say how you feel, or you feel disappointed or abandoned or whatever it is, and they don't say, how can I make it better, then that's not a good relationship for you.
She just dropped gems. Which the person, everything you just said, they'll say that. Like, I'll be reaffirmed. Like, I'm sorry. But I feel like it's time. Like, well, I don't get the actions, don't meet the words. And that's where I feel like the disconnect. And it could be me. Like, maybe I'm just like expecting like a whole 360. But maybe I'm like, well, maybe I'm just too clingy. Like, when I like somebody, I really like them. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you all the time. I want to talk to you all the time. So I'm like, well, maybe I just need to learn to step back, and then kind of like, all my friends, like, you just need to learn how to love you again, and like then to like write down what you want in a partner. And I'm like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone.
I'm in that season where I'm not going to chase anybody. I was like, if you're not going to come for me, I'm not coming for you. I will. If you don't call me, I don't call you. And they're like, oh, I haven't heard from you. I said, oh, okay, I haven't heard from you either.
Oh, you cold. You cold.
Yeah, I'm like, I said, the phone rings on both sides. So either you're going to be a grown man, or you can leave. I'm at that space in my life. I don't have time for immaturity. I don't.
That's how I feel about the guy who called me yesterday. Like, I almost know, sir, I ain't talk to you. So I had feelings for you. Your feelings was on not default. What is it called when someone is not activated? Like, you like a certain still in your body. I don't know, not you, but it was like not active for literally 2-3 weeks. You wasn't talking to me. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, life goes on to the next. Gotta keep on pedaling and pushing. Life keeps going, and I feel like now that I'm in. Well, let me sit back. In a space to where I live alone, I have to be very much cautious on how people are around me, especially in my space. So no one has been like my house. Like, that's not a place for us to hang. You know what I mean? Because I'm first. I'll talk about, like, I'm a single woman. Like, of course, I feel safe where I live at, but sometimes I'm like, well, it's certain people. I'm like, I would never want to tell you where I live at, because what if you get mad? Well, you know what I mean? I don't really know you. Like, you lucky you got my number. And back in the day, now you could look up my number and then you could see where I used to live. I'm like, that's crazy that people can look that up. Like, technically, if they know your name, they can look you up in a registration or something like that. Like, when you vote. I said, well, that's scary too. So I mean, now I understand why Marlene's like, hey, you need to give out the Google number.
Oh, it's frozen.
I'm frozen?
Okay, it's back. It's back. I don't know if it was you or me.
It may have been me.
It's fine. It's back.
But I'm back. Look, I'm looking at my replay. Like, okay, is it on? Is it on? Is it on? But yes. Yeah.
But that's what I learned on. That's just me, and I got to a space in my life to where, my time matters. And if you can't respect my time, I can't respect yours. I have to have somebody that will think of me before I think of me. Like, my mom used to always say that about my dad, and that's why I really like, when you have a standard, when you have an example of love like I had with my parents, like, I can't settle for less than that, because it's like my dad always was concerned for my mom, and my mom was always concerned for my dad.
You saying that true love?
And that's what I was like, that's true love, because it's like my dad always said, your mom doesn't have to worry about herself, that's why she has me, and vice versa. Because if you always have somebody that will wonder, okay, what are you eating? How are you drinking? When's the last time you went to the doctor? Like my mom and my dad, they did that. I saw those examples. Like before, like if my dad would see my mom needed a purse, he wouldn't. My mom didn't have to say, "I need a purse." Next thing I see my dad coming in the room with a purse.
You don't hear about stuff like that, Marlene.
Yeah. And my mom was like, and it would be the purse my mom wanted. That's what would be crazy. And I said, how do you know? He said, oh, I saw you looking at it when we were out. So then later when he had the money, he went back and bought it.
Oh wow. See that's like a dope book love story, which I don't know. You know, that's what I kind of want one day in my life, but I know it's maybe just gotta speak it to existence. But I just don't know. Like I've never. I feel like I have to, but I'm the type of person. I'm like that too. Where if I see a person observing something, I'm like, okay, noted. When it comes time for their birthday, or like when it's like, be like, oh, I don't know what I really want. And women are very indecisive too. Like I don't really know, but I have like a mental. I keep a log of like, especially my siblings. They don't never. When it comes time for special stuff, I don't know what I want. But you know, throughout the years, it's stuff that they may have, like the year, they may have looked at something, oh, it's cute, or a perfume, or purse, or a pair of shoes. And I look at sometimes I can give you them Jordans, sir, but you know, we can get a Nike coffee to
now stuff. Dawn, you're gonna think that I'm a strange person, but I'm in this sort of relationship now where I have somebody who is talking about, you know, making sure, are you together with your IRA, and do you have a living will? And I was like, yeah, that's that grown man stuff.
That's me now. I feel like I do not like a man with poor credit, or if they're aware that they have poor credit, that they have no desire
to fix it.
Mm-hmm. No. And because I'm in finance, I'm very much aware, and that's the first day when my sister started working. Y'all could send Trinity got a job. But she graduates in May, and she just got hired for her. She started her position.
Congratulations!
This May. But congratulations to Trinity. And I was like, some of the questions you need to be asking your employer is, do they match for when it comes to IRA? How much is it? 5%, 6%? How do they have tuition reimbursement? How do they want to plan for their staff as far as continuing education? What is their current retirement plan for their employees? How is that set up? How long till you get vested? What does that mean to be vested inside a company? How do they mark up your time for you to go off? Is everything going to PTO? Do they have it set up to do 2 different banks? Meaning where you go, you can do sick time, or you can do vacation. How is it set up after a certain period of your PTO? Do they pay you out if you were to leave? Girl, she's like, I don't know. I said, no. Before you pick a place, I said the biggest thing is the retirement. Like, how do y'all have that set up? Like, because to me, every job I've been to, like, because you have to be old, you have to be 21 for them to legally start putting up funds and set aside for you. Like, you can't be 18, between 18 and 20, they can't do nothing for you. Like, you have to be legally 21. I don't know why, but for some reason with retirement, you have to be that age unless you go and do your own IRA and like do that with your bank or credit union. So I'm like, you need to do so that way you can just get used to not seeing that money, match them to the highest amount, and just do it. Like, don't, because then you don't get used to seeing it. So right now it's so much money that come out that when I was looking at my check, I'm like, well, I could take that money. But I said, it's been so long, it's been years. It doesn't even make sense. Like, you're not that strapped up, and then they're matching it up to a certain point. You want to be able, so to me, I want to retire before my knees already hurt, but before I can't use kneecaps. So I'm like, what are other ways I can start saving up money for retirement? Because I want to retire at the lowest legal age. If I can, that would be the idea. But I want to be more than comfortable, and especially when you have a partner who is also prepared themselves for retirement, that makes you feel secure too. So it's like, well, we can be comfortable. We can actually enjoy life and not have to worry about month to month. Like, when you work at a bank, when you see people coming in with their Social Security check and that's their only source of income at retirement age, is the saddest thing. They have enough to pay their rent, they get a little government assistance for food and to pay little stuff here and there. That's why they have all of these programs for them to get discounted, like free phones and discounted on like the internet. But they're not living life. And so my dad always taught us, and I feel like someone said that's like a slave mentality too, but I feel like to be comfortable, like at this point, you've already lived life, you've already worked, that when you get done working, you don't want to have to continue, when you retire, have to continue to work after retirement. You want to enjoy life. So he's like, I'm going to travel, I'm going to do all of these things. And I'm like, I want to travel now. So my mindset is different. So it's still the same, Marlene. I still want to retire and have, be able to take care of myself. But I also want to live life throughout my youth, because I feel like that's a big thing too. Like, people don't live life. I want to be able to experience stuff when I can still do things that I can't do when I'm 70 years old. I want to be able to travel the world, which there's a couple, if I look it up, with the cruise lines, during COVID, they had sold their home, all their earthly possessions, and they basically did cruises, and they stayed, they just did cruises, Marlene. And I said, no, they don't have no home to go to, and they said, we got kids. I said, not they say, we need to really go somewhere. I have children to to settle down with, but I said, not they done sold the houses, during COVID. I mean, the market was, if you was to buy a house, you was getting some cheddar. So they probably have millions of, like $1 million+ dollars, and they're just traveling, like, okay, whenever we get tired and we need to be settle down, maybe we go with one of my kids. At this point, I didn't raise it. I feel like if my parent wanted to be like, hey, I want to sell my house, or I don't want to live in my house, I want to live with you, I'm not putting my loved one in a home. I didn't
believe it. I don't believe in that either. We didn't do that either.
You need to come to the house. If I need to get a nurse, that's what it needs to be, because I feel like when your parents, they work so hard for you to be in a position to be able to thrive and do better than what they've done in life, at the least minimum. Normally when it comes time for someone to have to live with you, it's normally not that long. I mean, it's some years and years and years, but I feel like you get to learn and love on the individual a different way than when you were a kid. And so I know everybody don't have the privilege to have that, but I'm like, if that comes, I would love to have, one of my parents live with me. I would even take an auntie, and I feel like they don't even want to deal with my aunt, like her kid. They don't want to deal with her. And I said, that would never be the thing to my mind. Like, oh, I don't want to deal with her or deal with him. I'm like, that's not a thing for me. Like, my mom when I moved into this apartment, y'all, she went and blessed my bed. And not the blessing of what she was like, Lord, bless nobody to be up in here. I said, no. I want you to bless the house, not the bed. Not this bed be defiled. I said, oh Lord. Because I was telling her, oh Mama, you need to come back over to the house and bless the house. She said, I already blessed I blessed the bed. I said, the bed? Where was I at? I guess she blessed the house when I wasn't looking, but I said, she is a hoot. I ain't gonna tell her what happened up in that bed, but she blessed it. She blessed the bed in the house. My mom.
He's crazy.
But yes. Oh, Marlene, you've been on live with me for a very long, extended time, and I appreciate it. I'm also going. So I appreciate Marlene for coming through. That means Marlene would eventually have me on one of her many plethoras of channels one day.
Oh yeah, I'm still waiting for the invitation. I told you I want to interview you on my podcast channel.
Well, what would it be about? What?
How?
Will it be a topic?
Have many topics for you.
I haven't lived life, Marlene, so I can only give so much.
Oh yeah, that's what you think. You're gonna be like, what? You're gonna be like, oh, I know. I love to put people on the hot seat, so.
Oh, are you gonna be on the camera too, so I can see your face when you ask?
Yes, ma'am. You're gonna be on the camera. I'm gonna be a camera up.
Well, you told me that I was supposed to be on the schedule this month, unless I'm being pushed back. May is gonna be a very busy month for me, but I can still do this month or sometime towards the end of May. But I'm excited. I'm excited to come on your podcast. I love podcast settings. I love the idea of it. And then when you come on there, make sure you have your list because we need to go ahead and get Marlene an official podcast mic.
Yeah, I need a when the mic is miking, then I'll have you come up there. I'm gonna say I'm miking because of Dawn. I want that thing that Brie has that I saw her doing one of her shorts. She had like something she was holding. I said, yes, I need one of those things.
It's the petty mic.
Yeah, I need one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we need to make a list and do like our YouTube list because I kind of low key want so with the petty mic you can't hear, but it's the way that it's very the sound audio and just the aesthetic of it is very cute and very dramatic.
No, I need that for my shorts, and I need that for my shorts and for my my podcast channel, so I can just zero in on certain words.
Okay. See, already juicy. Okay, we like that. So go ahead and make the list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So get me on Instagram because I'm not gonna remember what you just said. It's called Petty Mike. I don't know what that means. No, ma'am.
You know what? I'm just going to find the stuff and send it, and then that way we can start building up the list.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
And I know I can do that now because I'm about to go and look at one of my web reality shows that's Ratchet TV. I love Amazon, y'all. I just like to put stuff in carts and never buy it. So I ain't got the money like that, and I'm just like what happened was what is her name on here? Oh yeah, Whitney. Whitney says, why won't you put your Amazon? She said, you got a list. Why don't you put it out there for people to buy stuff? I said, nobody not gonna buy me nothing. And so that's how it started. People started buying stuff on there. I'm like, oh, hello. Don't play with me now. I'm gonna put my Amazon list every time and always update it and always make sure that y'all can send me stuff whenever you want to. And we're gonna do that for Marlene too.
Oh, okay. Because the podcast needs to podcast, and I can't podcast. I need some of those beautiful lights that I seen Brie had, like some purple light. I was like, I need a vibe, and I need some lighting assistance. I need a better microphone. So
we're gonna get it. I don't know about the lighting. We're gonna start there. I'm gonna get my job officially today is to find the mic, the petty mic, and then start researching mics because this mic I think it was from YouTube, but this was a gift from somebody, which I like it. I don't know how much you like it, but we can figure out what.
Oh, I like it. It's miking.
The mic is miking. Which I appreciate. So I'm gonna send that to Marlene. I appreciate everyone for coming to my live stream today. Hopefully y'all see me Saturday will be my next live stream with Marks, which is a nationally artiste, which is my brother, and then hopefully sometime this month or next I will be on Marlene's channel, her podcast, and we can go have fun over there where she can ask the questions and put me on the hot seat.
I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. You're gonna be running away.
I'm like, okay, so I gotta go. I gotta go real quick. So I will make sure I promote that. Like when I do the interview, I'll make sure we promote so we can have the people in there, have my mom in there, and be like, what in the world is going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you make sure you have you're gonna have to have a drink. It's gonna be an after dark one. Mm-hmm.
Also, we're doing like a little wind down.
We're gonna do a little wine down. Yeah, you have your little wine, and
Are you gonna wine? Are you drinking wine?
Yeah, I'm going to wine.
Okay, because I don't have me over here with my wine. I look up and you over there like, yeah, give me the information. This is gonna be one of my shorts.
Drink and have another sip.
Keep talking. So yeah, Marley was my second interview I've ever had. So I'm excited. My first one was with Leo and Wanston.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first one. So Marlene was my second. It was so fun, and Marlene asked all the good questions, and I was so nervous.
I don't know why you did so well.
That was, remember, I had did the whole leaving YouTube again. Like I was like not on YouTube like that for real, and I was like,
and I was like, I didn't listen. I wasn't listening to nothing you were saying. I was like, okay, girl, whatever. I'll see you soon.
And I was in there. It was cool, but I feel like this live is gonna be way much better because now I'm like acclimated again. And I'm very more little open to talk, and I now know how to reserve the stuff to say, what to, and then Marlene would give me the eye, like, girl, go further, and I'm like, okay, let me know. Okay, Dawn. I'm like, I know the social cues now of Marlene and when she's talking. So I think we have a rapport. We're on the same wavelength. And when I can see her face, it's easy for me to talk. Right now, I'm looking at her picture.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far to go. And then it's my channel, so she came like, "Well, don't say that over here," but it's not. So
you can say what you want to, but when you come over on mine, I'm gonna be like, "No, ma'am." Okay, next topic.
I have not said nothing crazy over here, Marlene. Not
you
today.
have not. You have not. You've been good.
I'm gonna go, and that's because I haven't been drinking either. So you wanted me to have wine? I'm gonna be
I don't know. This I may say come with a Sprite since
yeah. We'll just do a little wine and then just water.
Yeah, just right. Okay. All right.
Well, thank you, Marlene, again. I appreciate you, and I'll be sending you this information, and we can schedule an official time.
Okay, it's been fun. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you've liked and subscribed.
Whoop whoop. I'm about to take Marlene down. Thank you, Marlene, again for coming up. Y'all, we love Marlene over here. We've done the live 2 hours today. Shout out to the live stream. I'll see y'all Saturday. Don't forget to be over here on the channel Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time or 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. That is _Dawn. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed. If you have a topic that you would like me to do one day, let us know. Maybe on the wall or just DM me. And again, I appreciate everyone for supporting me on my channel and on my journey to become one day soon monetized. And just having fun because I do this for the love. I do it for the love, not for the fame. So I appreciate everyone. Hey, Slasher girl. Hey, Slasher chick. I need to go ahead and make sure I add you. I'm doing an outro right now, girl. Hey, Alicia. What time is your live tonight? Did I miss it? I hope not. Don't hope not. Before I was about to leave out, but I want to make sure I get Alicia tapped in because I'm about to go to my the show I'm about to watch. But I still want to make sure I have Alicia for Saturday. We'll be having my live then. I want to make sure she is good. She's going at 9:15. Good. I have okay. So I've updated Alicia. But yes, I'm about to watch Chasing Reality Dallas. It's on the Chasing Reality brand. It's the LGBTQ plus show web reality series that I love watching and I have been watching for years now. So that is what I'm about to watch. But yes, I'm about to leave out. Marlene and I had a beautiful conversation. If anyone has missed the live, go ahead and play it back. We talked about hair. We talked about dating. I told her about my latest dating situation, and she gave me advice on it. So it was beautiful. But yes, y'all go ahead and enjoy your evening. Remember, Slasher Chick will be live at 9:15. So if y'all want to meet us over there, then go ahead. But until next time, stay unapologetically you in all that you do. Peace, love, and hair grease, everybody.